Years ago, I started using a simple paycheck routine that helped me build a $1 million net worth by my 30s. It's lazy-proof because it's automated, and it helps you build wealth while still having money left over to enjoy life now. Step 1 is to build a basic money system. Most people let their paycheck hit their checking account and plan to move some of it into savings later. That almost never happens. A study by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau found that people who automate their savings put away up to 3.5 times more money than those who don't. That's a difference between having $1,500 in the bank versus $5,000. Here's how you do it. Decide upfront on a savings number you're comfortable with. It can be as little as 5% and have it go straight to your high yield savings account through direct deposit. Not Bank of America, Chase, or Wells Fargo. No manually depositing checks at the bank or on your phone. The bank and high yield savings I use is linked below if you want to check it out. Then we want to set up auto pay for bills like rent, loans, and credit cards so nothing slips through the cracks. Plus, that gives you more time for things you actually want to do, like trying to catch up on Naruto Shippuden. There's so many filler episodes in that damn anime. Now, if you're self-employed, build a 3 to 6 month cash buffer in your business account and pay yourself a fixed salary so you can automate your paycheck just like everyone else. Now, once it's set up, your money runs in the background like being AFK in a video game and still leveling up while your friends carry you. Now, before you think about investing your money, you need a safety net. A 2024 Bankrate survey found that 56% of Americans couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency. That's less than most people spend on rent, which means one car repair or vet bill can push you straight into debt. And the systems we just built come crashing down. So step 2 is to build your newbie emergency fund by saving 1 month of essential expenses in your high yield savings account. No vacations, manga, or extras, just your rent, food, and bills. Think of it like your starter shield in an RPG. It won't block a punch from a boss, but it can take a few small hits so you can stay in the game. Cool, so you've got your starter shield, that 1 month of expenses and savings. Step 3 is about getting the easiest upgrade out there, your employer match. If your company offers a retirement match through a 401k in the US or RSP in Canada, don't skip it. This is one of the few times in life where you actually get free money. For example, you make $60,000 a year and your employer matches 100% of contributions up to 5% of your salary. If you put in 5%, that's $3,000, your company throws in another $3,000. According to Vanguard, nearly half of US employees don't contribute enough to get their full match, basically like turning down free money. But I also know times are tough and not everyone can level up their contributions. If all you can do is 1 or 2%, that is still progress. As your income grows and expenses ease, you can level up the contributions later. Once you've grabbed that free money, step 4 is to eliminate high interest debt. Fidelity recommends paying off debt with an APR of 6% or higher before investing beyond your employer match. That's because historically the stock market has returned about 7% per year after inflation. For example, a $10,000 credit card balance at 20% APR costs you about $2,000 in interest after just 1 year. Meanwhile, investing that same $10,000 in the stock market would only return about $700. In other words, that debt is costing you more than your investments can earn. We have 2 main strategies to pay it off: the avalanche method and the snowball method. With avalanche, you make minimum payments on all your debt, then put extra cash toward the balance with the highest interest rate first. This saves you the most money over time and helps you pay off debt faster. Now with snowball, you focus on paying off the smallest balance first. It doesn't save you as much, but it gives you quick wins that can help you stay motivated. Just pick whatever method you'll stick with. Once that debt's gone, you've cleared one of the biggest roadblocks to building wealth. All right, now that you've knocked out your high interest debt, it's time to expand your safety net. Step 5 is building a full emergency fund. Now, we already set aside 1 month of essential expenses earlier as a starter shield. Think of this next step as upgrading to a full set of armor. Instead of just blocking a couple small hits, you can now take the big ones like a sudden job loss, medical bill, or even a broken transmission without getting wrecked. The target here is 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. So if your core bills come to $3,000 a month, your full emergency fund goal is between $9,000 and $18,000. If you're self-employed, working in a niche industry, or planning a big life change, you might want to push that up to 9 or even 12 months for extra protection. And yes, that number can feel huge, but the point isn't to hit it all at once. Just keep building automatically with each paycheck and stash it in a high yield savings account. Even if you only save a few $100 a month, you'll be shocked how quickly it stacks up. What matters is you're steadily leveling up your defenses so life surprises don't send you back to level 1. Step 6 is where you supercharge your long-term wealth building through investing. Across all your accounts, aim to save 10 to 20% of your gross income, less if you're 20, more if you're 40. For most people, the next best place to start is a Roth IRA in the US or a TFSA in Canada. These accounts let your money grow tax-free, and when you withdraw it later, you don't owe a dime in taxes. And compared to a 401k or RSP, Roth IRAs and TFSAs often come with lower fees and better investment options, which means more of your money is actually working for you. So set up an automated transfer from your high yield savings into your Roth or TFSA so you don't have to think about it. If you prefer, and this is what I do, you can also do lump sum contributions to max out the account as fast as possible. Now, inside those accounts, keep it simple. Use low-cost index funds that track the market. You don't need to pick stocks, time the market, or chase fads. Just let compounding do the heavy lifting for you. To put it in perspective, if you invest $500 a month into a Roth IRA and let it grow at an average rate of 10% per year, in 30 years, you'd have over $1 million. That's the power of consistency. Now, if you're a high income earner, after maxing out your Roth IRA or TFSA, you can add more to your 401k or RSP as long as the fees are reasonable. If not, a regular brokerage account works fine, and if you still have room after that, an HSA if available, or even a 529 for your kids' education, these are all great next steps. Awesome, your long-term investments are now set up and growing. But what if I need to save something for the short term? And when do I get to have fun? Step 7 is about saving money for goals like a vacation, wedding, holiday gifts, or a down payment for a house. Now, the mistake people make is pulling money out of their investments or racking up credit card debt when these things come up. Instead, we already have money automatically flowing into your high yield savings account. And here's the neat part. Most banks let you create sub-accounts or buckets inside your high yield savings account. That way, you don't just see one big number, you can split it into clear categories like emergency fund, vacation, or holiday gifts. So instead of wondering whether you can afford that trip, you'll know instantly by looking at your vacation bucket. Think of this as your quest fund. You're still progressing on the main storyline of wealth building, but this lets you take on side quests without derailing your character's progression. Now, the last part of this routine, and honestly my favorite, is guilt-free fun money. Because what's the point of building wealth if you never enjoy it? Here's how it works. The money that lands in your checking account is for day-to-day life. Ideally, no more than 60% goes to essentials like rent, food, and bills. Then 10 to 30% is set aside for guilt-free fun. That can mean going out to dinner, travel, video games, anything you want. The key is that it's guilt-free because you've already handled savings, investments, and debt first. And if you want to reach your short-term goals faster, like a vacation or a wedding, you can always move some of that fun money into your high-yield savings. Now, the mistake most people make is either spending first and saving later, or feeling guilty every time they buy something they enjoy. But in this system, fun spending is already built in. You get to enjoy life now and stay on track for your future. Next, I want you to get your high yield savings here, then your Roth IRA set up there, and for more ways to build wealth while living your life now, be sure to subscribe.